Now another thing we learned was a major triad and a minor triad. These are the first chords we learned. And we're going to get those chords right from the major scale. Here's our major scale. Our major triad would be the root, which is the first degree of the scale, the third, which is the third degree of the scale, the fifth, which is the fifth degree of the scale. There's your major triad. In this case, this would be C major triad. The one chord in the key of C. Why do I call it the one chord? Because it's built upon the first degree of the scale. If we did the four major triad in the key of C, that would be built on the fourth degree of the scale. F, 1, 3, 5 in the key of F. F major triad, C major triad, F major triad. If we built the major triad on the fifth degree of the scale, that would be on G. So we have the root, the third, the fifth, 1, 3, 5 in the key of G. The five major triad, G major. So 1, 4, 5. And of course, we remember that these three chords are synonymous with so many songs. 1 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord. The major triad. Now another triad we talked about was the minor triad. Minor triad is basically the major triad with a flatted third. We take the third and we go down a half step, and now it's flat. Slightly darker sound. If we base it upon the fourth degree of the scale, which is F, you have an F, 3, you'll flat the third and go to A flat, and the C, the 5. F minor triad, C minor triad, F minor triad, C minor triad, F minor triad. We can also base that triad upon the fifth degree of the scale. Fifth degree of C scale is G, 1, 3, 5, flat the 3. Now you have G minor triad. F minor triad, C minor triad, C minor triad. So we have major triads, minor triads. Major triads, nice bright sound. Minor triads, a little bit darker. Major triads, minor triads. Now another chord that we dealt with was the major seventh chord. The major seventh chord is constructed 1, 3, 5, which is the major triad, and then you'll add the seventh degree of the scale. Just B natural. Seventh degree of the scale, the 1, 3, 5, 7, that's your major 7 chord. In this case, it's C major 7. If we built that same major 7 chord on the fourth degree, we would have F major 7. F major 7, C major 7. Now these are chords that are right now in root position. What is root position? When they follow the sequential order, 1, 3, 5, 7. Now, if I wanted to change the position or change the inversion, in this case, we'll call it a different position. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the seventh degree and put it down here. So now you have 7, root, third, and fifth. And then I'll take the root and I'll put it in the bass. So now you have root in the bass, the seventh, the third, and the fifth. This is also a C major 7 chord, only it's voiced a little differently. C major 7, C major 7, C major 7. I kind of like this voicing. I like to call it the 735 voicing. If we build that same chord on F, root, 7th degree of F, the 3rd, 5th, F major 7. One easy way to find an F major 7, or really any major 7, is to take the major triad and then just move the root down a half step and put the root in the bass. So now we have 1, 7, 3, 5. F major 7, 1, 7, 3, 5, C major 7. C major, F major, C major, F major. Now another kind of dominant chord we talked about was the dominant 7th chord. The major 7 chord, as you know, is 1, 3, 5, and 7. To make it a dominant 7 chord, you simply flat the 7th. You go from the B to the B flat. Now you have a dominant 7th chord. C dominant 7th chord. Again, if you built it on the 4th degree, F, A, C. Here's your major 7. To make it a dominant, you simply flat it. F dominant 7 chord. C dominant 7, F dominant 7. Now if you use the voicing that we talked about with the major 7 chords, what was the 735, same thing applies here. Flat 7, 3, 5. Still C dominant 7. F dominant 7, root, flat 7, 3, 5. F dominant 7. 1, C7, 4, F7. The dominant 7th chords. So those are basically the chords that we learned in this course. Major triads, minor triads, major 7s, dominant 7s.